Hi, my name is Sophie Folk and I am a senior at Beloit Turner High School. About 135,000 children are adopted in the United States each year. My family and I adopted my sister when I was 10, my brother was 14, and she was 5. By listening to my speech, you will hear what it was like to adopt her and what I learned from it. To start off, there were many challenging but rewarding experiences throughout the process. Some challenges was going to court for my parents because of the cost and getting custody over my sister. When my sister was younger, we had to take her on visits to see her biological family. This was hard because as she'd go to the visits, we'd see regression in her behavior afterwards. In her background, there was lots of trauma, so me and my family had to help her get through that. I was so young when we adopted her, so people would ask me questions that I usually didn't know the answers to. Some rewarding experience was knowing we did something good. Before we adopted her, she'd go from house to house, but once she came to us, she was finally in a stable home. Another reward was having a sister. I always wanted a sister growing up, so I finally had one. This brings me to my next point and what I learned from adopting my sister. I learned that not everyone's life is as good as mine. Before adopting her, I thought that my life was the same as everybody else's, but I soon realized that that wasn't the case and that some people had harder lives than I. I also realized what other people go through that I haven't had to go through. Having a new family member was hard at first. I had to share a room with her, and I've never shared a room my whole life with anybody. Me and my family also had to adapt to having this child in our house that we didn't know anything about for the first 5 years of her life. Overall, there have been many challenges through this process, but the rewards have outweighed the challenges for my family.